55 Sports. This is The Locker Room.
With that, we say good evening. Welcome inside another edition of The Locker Room. As always, he is Elijah Collins. My name is Justin Prince. And Elijah, it is finally here. It's playoff time in Indiana.
That's right, Justin. After 9 weeks of regular season, high school football's second season is officially here. No Class 5A or 6A this week. They've all got buys, but some good matchups across the board in our other four classes.
Yeah, you certainly got that right. Intriguing games in 1A, 2A, even 3A, but we're going to start our night in Class 4A. Now, I said it last night. It may not seem like this is going to be the sexiest matchup on paper. You got 8-1 Columbia City on the road visiting just a 2-win Wayne team to open sectional play. But, hey, you got to throw out the records. You got to throw out the rankings. It's win or go home time, folks. We're going to head down to Wayne Stadium to kick off the night. 4A number 9 and NE8 champion Columbia City visiting the Wayne Generals. It's your locker room game of the week for the first week of sectionals. Let's get you down south to Wayne Manor. Eagles riding a 7-game win streak heading into tonight. Sherwood Haydock and the Generals, they're looking for their first win since week 5. Let us get to the highlights, shall we? Wayne had a 7-point lead at half. First play of the third quarter, they're adding on to it. Christian Trimble fools me a little bit there. Okay. But he connects with Harold Mack behind the C-City defense. 71 of his 112 yards receiving coming right there. Wayne takes a 13-point lead. But the Eagles, they would respond. They march right down the field. Ethan Sievers caps it with a 4-yard touchdown run. And the lead's down to just 6. Next touch for the Eagles. How about more from that C-City offense and more from Mr. Sievers? Just look at this. Makes a couple dudes miss.
Nice move.
This time, 19-yard touchdown, 184 yards, 3 scores on the day for Ethan. Eagles take the lead, and they weren't done. Next possession, Josh Arntz getting his number called. He's in for the short touchdown. C-City rattles off 21 unanswered. They take a 28-20 lead, but Wayne wasn't going away. Lamarion Nelson, big day from him, 33 yards to the house on this touchdown right here. He finished with 190 yards and 2 scores on the night. Generals go for 2. They tie the ball game, but they just couldn't stop C-City when it mattered. In the fourth, Sievers, another handoff, makes a few guys miss, moves the chains on a big third down. Absolutely. A few plays later, handoff to Arntz. He's in again. 143 yards, 3 touchdowns for Arntz. The Eagles win a shootout, 41-36. They're on to the sectional semis next week.
Sheesh, game. All right, C-City will face the winner of an all-NE8 battle between DeKalb and New Haven next week. Get into a first quarter no score. Dylan Mason Notch drops Logan Schultz Montoya in the backfield. DeKalb comes up empty on the first drive, so we're going to change it to New Haven. Working on the 3rd and 8. Donovan Williams slings it up to Mylan Graham.
He's pretty good.
Of course, that's going to be a catch in the TD. 2-point conversion was good. Just like that, New Haven takes an 8-0 lead. Next trip down for the Barons. This time, the offense is going to get going thanks to Tegan Erk. Can't find a receiver, unfortunately, but he's going to do it with the legs. Takes the run on the outside. Pretty good tackle, or pretty good possession right there. A few plays later, this time it's going to be Caden Hinkle, the sophomore, going to work, punches it in for the TD. DeKalb gets the win tonight, 17-14.
So it's going to be Sea City, DeKalb next week. On to the other side of the bracket, Leo hosting Southside tonight to open sectional play. Second quarter, Lions take a 19-12 lead with just seconds left in the half. Field goal's good, and they're up 20-13 going into the break. Second half we go. Lorenz Tabron pitches off to Jeremy Irby. Doesn't get much on the run. Very next play, Archer's going to try the run game once again. Handoff to Adrian Macon. He's swarmed in the backfield, though, by Brock Schott. He had a touchdown and 5 sacks tonight. Moments later, Archer's going to have up the long ball. Heave up the long ball. I can't talk. Jaden Morris. Oh, but you saw the laundry.
You saw it.
You saw the laundry. Unfortunately, they get nothing out of that drive. And good fight from the Archers tonight, but they come up short. Leo goes on to take this one 26-20, the final.
Yes, so Leo will go on to move on to face East Noble. East Noble gets the big win over Angola tonight, 46-22.
All right, elsewhere in Class 4A this evening, Sectional 18, Wawasee falls to Logansport tonight. Wawasee finishes the year 1-9.
And elsewhere, Huntington North wins the victory tonight over Muncie Central, 47-21. They play Ole Miss, and Western picks up the 4-0 win over Jay County. Pats finished 2-8.
All right, we move on over to Class 3A now. Sectional 26, West Noble hosting Mishawaka Marion. Low scoring first half, and here's why. Great defense from the Chargers. That's Zach Beers in on the tackle, stunting the drive for the Knights. And then on offense, Drew Yates feeling the pressure, but makes the leaping pass to Seth Pruitt, the sophomore. Dodges a few tackles before multiple Knights finally bring him down inside the 10-yard line, and just 2 plays later, you got to give the ball right back to Mr. Pruitt. He finishes the drive off with a touchdown. Chargers take a 6-point lead, and then after that, you can just leave it to the defense. Zach Beers keeping on making big plays here for Monty Mayhorter and company. Chargers go on to take this one 26-14, and they are on to the sectional semis where they are going to face Knox. Knox knocking off Lakeland tonight 65-28. Lakeland finishes the year 3-7.
All right, on the other side of the bracket, a battle of 5 and 4 squads in Walkerton. Fairfield visiting Glenn, but unfortunately, Fairfield started the year pretty solid.
They started the year 4-0.
Yeah, started this one or finished this one on rough terms. They finished the year 5-5. They lose to Glenn tonight, 24-7.
All right, in sectional 27, number 4, Norwell looking to bounce back, visiting Heritage tonight. Knights beat the Pats 42-0 back in week 2, but Heritage came ready to play early in this one. 3rd down and long for Norwell, and it's about to get longer. Big Logan Teichman gets home for the sack, forces 4th down, ensuing touch for the Pats. 3rd down for them. Kobe Meyer rolling out, connects with Tanner Whitman. That's a big 1st down conversion, but Norwell would get the ball back off of a Heritage punt, and then that next possession, they go right down the field. Leighton Bailey somehow escaping some pressure, pitches to John Colbert right here, who's going to get a 1st down, and then some. Gets himself down inside Heritage territory before being taken down, and then very next play, Bailey back to pass. You're going to see him find Cade Shelton behind that Heritage defense. That's going to be a Norwell touchdown when all is said and done. Knights take a 7-0 lead just before the end of the first. They cruise to the 44-0 dub tonight.
All right, Knights move on to face the winner of this one from Etzler Field, Woodland hosting Concordia. First quarter, no score until the big run by Landon Kaczynski. 61 yards. Takes it all the way to the house. Cadets hop on the board first. Later in the quarter, Woodland would answer thanks to this guy right here, Drew Fleek.
On fleek!
I like that one. Drew Fleek on fleek takes it in for the touchdown. And just like that, Concordia cuts the deficit, but later in the second, Eli Maddox with a deep ball to Noah Trent. Spins around a little bit, but it's good for a touchdown. They take the lead, extend the lead. 4th quarter we go. Woodland down 7. And it's going to be another deep ball by Woodland, this time caught by DJ Garrett. Did you see it like bounced off the helmet? And then a lot of madness, but equals the touchdown. Final in this one, 27-22. Concordia gets the victory.
All right, other side of the bracket in this one, Garrett squaring off with Belmont tonight. Second quarter, Garrett already up a couple of touchdowns. Belmont driving. Aiden Miller dives himself forward, somehow escapes few plays later, Belmont on the goal line looking for the touchdown. Aiden Ford looking like a Ford truck.
See, it didn't really look like he got it, but
hey, all that's got to matter is the refs show the arms. That's a touchdown.
Give me 6.
Extra points good. It's 22-14. Next drive for Garrett, though. Calder Hefty rolls to his left, finds Levi Cheney for the completion. He's going to get a few yards after the catch, and then Railroaders work it all the way to the goal line. Hand off to big Robert Koski. He's in for the touchdown. Garrett rolls 38-14. They're going to play Yorktown next week in sectional semis. In sectional 28, Tippy Valley takes care of Peru tonight, 50-0. They will play Guerin Catholic in the sectional semis next week. All right, time for our first break of the night, but don't go anywhere. We've already seen classes 4A and 3A. We've still got action from 1A and 2A on tap, including a 9-0 Adams Central at 7-win Southwood squad. Stick around, those highlights and more next in the locker room.
We're the Columbia City Eagles. Don't go anywhere.
The locker room soars on after break.
This is the locker room.
Hey, welcome back inside the locker room, ladies and gents. Elijah, in terms of small schools in the area, Adams Central has once again been the cream of the crop this season. Yeah, fresh off their Class 1A state run-up finished a year ago, the Jets have looked pretty poised all season long to make another deep run in the playoffs, finishing the year a perfect 9-0. Yeah, and not just that. They've been dominant all season long. Their closest game was a 4-point win over Eastside in week 2. Yeah. But, hey, a tough matchup, we thought, for the Jets to open sectional play. They got to travel to take on a 7-win Southwood team tonight. Let's get you down to Wagner Field. Jets ranked second in 1A. Southwood, they're coming off their big upset win over Tippy Valley last week. They claimed a share of the TRC title. Adams Central got up early, though, and they weren't stopping. Keegan Bloom, I don't know how you tackle this man. Gets the handoff, rumbles, bumbles, stumbles in for the 6. Extra point puts AC up 14. Southwood's turn next. Cole Weiner looking to pass. Little lob, but it's picked off by Cam Smith. Tackled out of bounds. Saved the pick 6 probably, but it didn't save points on the board. AC gets it back, and they can run the ball. Ryan Black up the sideline in for another AC touchdown. Jets take a 21-0 lead. Southwood trying to make something happen. Mo Lloyd, though, gets buried up the middle. They would get some points eventually, but Adams Central runs away with things tonight. 56-14, your final. All right, they move on to face the winner of this game at Starfield. 9th-ranked South Adams hosting Fremont. First quarter, Owen Warner rolls right, and defense out there playing COVID rules. I like that, Steven. Nobody within 6 feet of Matt Steiner, who catches a wide-open TD. Starfires go up 16. Next drive for South Adams. They're just toying with them at this point. No one, not 2, but 3 reversals tossed back to Warner, who unloads one deep to Brady Beal, coming from off the screen to make the grab. A little cut back, and he's gone for 6. Eagles can't seem to catch a break. This time it's going to be Zach Pika. Throws one right to Maverick Somerset. He takes it all the way for the pick 6. Love to see it. Somerset would add a rushing touchdown, make it 37-0 after just 1 quarter. 1 quarter? That's a lot. That's a lot. Starfires blank the Eagles 64-0. It'll be an AC South Adams rematch next week in sectional semis. All right, other side of that bracket, Northfield paying Southern Wells a visit tonight to open sectional play. First drive for Northfield. Jackson Pease almost punches it in, but fumbles at the goal line. Lucky for him, teammates right there to help out. That's Malachi Higgins. Prevents the turnover. Very next play, Jordan Kinsey cleans things up. Goes right up the middle for the score. Norsemen take a 7-0 lead. Next drive for Southern Wells. Raiders looking to answer. Breyer Gearhart trying to hit a receiver over the middle, but Kinsey strikes again. Respect the hands. Yeah, he deflects the pass in the air. Jackson Martin brings it down, takes it the other way for the pick 6. How about Steven tonight? Gets 2 pick 6s in his 2 games. Norsemen, they would go on to cruise in this one pretty handily tonight. 44-0. They're going to take on Madison Grant in next week's sectional semis. All right, in Sectional 36 in Class 2A, Bluffton all over Blackford tonight, 42-14. The Tigers moving on to face Tipton next week.
All right, we bump up to Class 2A, defending sectional champ Eastside visiting Wabash to open sectional 35 play. Pick it up in the second quarter. Eastside up by a few touchdowns. Carson Jacobs with a nice QB scramble. And then we're going to skip ahead a bit. In the red zone now, Jacobs drops back this time, looking, finds Dax Holman. Nice hands there. Didn't even use the gloves that time. But he doesn't quite reach the end zone. Taking out of the one and setting up this next play, Briar Muncie in for an easy touchdown at the extra point, and it's 35-zip Blazers. And a little later, Muncie gets the handoff, goes on the outside, nearly breaking away, nearly taking Kelsey out of the sideline. Watch out, Kelsey.
She's a lot smaller than you guys.
Don't get hurt. Yard line for her. So Eastside wants to get another one before half. Jacobs keeping it himself. Look at the gap there. Easily walks it in. Extra point was good. 42-0 lead. Now Eastside blazing by Wabash, 49-6.
All right, they're going to move on to face Manchester. Squires go on to top Whitco, 36-0 tonight. Whitco finishes this season 0-10. All right, other side of that bracket, Bishop Lures squaring off with Prairie Heights to open sectional play at home this evening. And this one, all night. Late first half. Hey, Lures with a big lead. That's Colin Jolis getting to Tavin Kyle to force fourth down. After the punt, ensuing possession for Lures. Takes them 2 plays to score. Handoff to Giovanni Jimenez. And watched my man do work.
He's quick.
Makes a couple guys miss. Finds the open field. You ain't catching him. Number 3's got reservations for 6. Lures takes a 48-0 lead, and it was all defense from there. Just before half, TJ Snow picking off Mac Armstrong right here. Knights take a 48-0 lead to half. That's your final. Lures cruising into the sectional semis, 48-0.
All right, Knights move on to face the winner from our final stop, number 13, Busco visiting Central Noble. Eagles beat the Cougs 42-0 back in week 7. The Eagles start out strong, regular picking up yards on the ground. Here comes Wyatt Marks running straight into contact, but still picking up a big gain. Later in the drive, Busco turns it into the air this time to put the first points on the board. Check out the pass play there. Riley Brow finds Cameron Rinker. Rinker loses it in the end zone, but Busco falls on it. They lead by 7. Now into the second quarter we go, where Wyatt Marks, he's going to step up big. Keep him busy. The fullback absorbs another big hit to get the Eagles on the goal line. He finishes the job punching in the
you got to let him finish it, right?
Yeah, you got it, right?
That is the rule.
Doing all that work, you got to capitalize. Busco now leads by 14. They'd keep going. Central Noble can't get anything going offensively. Busco rolls over the Cougars, just 1 point from matching the score from a few weeks ago. Eagles complete the 41-point shutout.
All right, you thought we were done. We're not. Let's make our way over to Ohio. Van Wert looking to close its season against Bath tonight. First possession for the Cougars. Aiden Pratt with the QB keeper right up the gut. Makes a couple guys miss. He's going to get the first down and then some, and then that would set up this first and goal play. Pratt rolling out, finding wide open Connor Campbell for the score. It's 7-0 Van Wert. Cougs then go to the air raid on drive number 2. Pratt drops back, goes deep to Nate Phillips, who comes back to the ball, walks in, touchdown Van Wert, 14-0. Bath looking to answer. Zach Welsh deep over the middle. Nice grab by Mikey Hale there. He's in for the touchdown, but hey, this one all Van Wert all night long. Cougars roll 42-14. They finish the year 9-1. All right, it's time for our play of the night, and I think we got to go back to Starfire Field. We got to give our boy Steven some love. But when you get tricky, when Grant Mosier whips out the triple reverse to the pass, I mean, you got to show the boys some love. That's Brady Beal on the receiving end of the 0-1 or triple reverse pass.
Then comes all the way to the left side of the field.
Yeah. All the way to pass all the way to the one side, then runs all the way back to the other. How about one more look at it? Reverse, reverse, reverse. I feel like we're doing like a Cupid shuffle or something out there tonight. That's Brady Beal once again. Touchdown for South Adams. Starfires put up 37 in the first quarter. They cruise 64-0. And how about this? We get another AC South Adams rematch next week.
Love to see it.
Can't wait for sectional semis.